Well, Israeli airstrikes have targeted areas close to villages in southern Lebanon. Missiles were reportedly fired near Kafr Shuba. The Israeli army says it has hit Hezbollah positions. Israel has evacuated towns along the border with Lebanon after repeated exchanges of fire. Zeina Khodr joins us live from southern Lebanon now. And Zeina, can you just explain exactly where you are and give us some more detail about these strikes?
Well, we're not very far from the Israel-Lebanon border. At the time being, it is quiet, but that border has been very much an active front line for more than a week now since Israel began to target Gaza. Hezbollah trying to put pressure on the Israelis, telling them that they're going to face more than one front if they continue to target Gaza. Hezbollah, targeting Israeli military positions along the border, targeting Israeli tanks. In return, Israel targeting sources of fire. Hezbollah does not have any military positions or bases along the border. When Israel says sources of fire, they're going after fighters who are, hiding in the terrain behind me. As you can see, it's very much open terrain. But this conflict along the border is very much contained, at least for the time being. In terms of scope, as you noticed, I'm talking about military targets. Both sides are avoiding civilian casualties, at least for the time being. And in terms of scope, the geography, it's very much limited to a radius of 4 kilometers on both sides of the border. So both sides clearly not wanting this to become a full-blown war, but for the time being. And Hezbollah officials have made this very clear that these are skirmishes and a warning. But we heard a top Hezbollah official say yesterday that we will not allow Gaza to fall. Now, the question is, what will be Hezbollah's red line before it engages in conflict with its full military capabilities? Is it when they feel Hamas can no longer resist the Israelis?
And Zeina, there are also reports that Iranian-backed groups are targeting US troops. What more can you tell us about that?
Well, what we're seeing in the past few hours or so is an expansion of targets, U.S. military targets. Iranian-backed groups are believed, they haven't claimed responsibility yet, we have to be very careful here, but U.S. troops in Iraq reported that they thwarted a drone attack on their troops. A short while ago, we're getting reports that a main U.S. base along the border between Syria and Iraq, Tanaf, has come under attack by 3 armed drones. It is believed that Iranian-backed armed groups, which are based in that area, are responsible. And really what we have been hearing, either from Iranian officials or officials of groups allied to Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas, they're blaming the United States. They're saying that the U.S. administration is directly responsible for the atrocities that Israel is committing, and that, in many ways, this unconditional and unwavering support is why Israel has this green light to operate. So now we are seeing U.S. bases, the military presence, coming under fire, no doubt, trying to put more and more pressure on Israel to stop, really, its campaign against Gaza.
OK, thank you so much. That's Zeina Khodr for us in southern Lebanon.